Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and we are back for another episode. And today we are reviewing day two of NFL free agency. So, obviously, day one is the biggest day, and as the days go on, there are less people to talk about. But there were still a good amount of people that signed today. So, let's talk about them. So, the first move we have is Ryan Fitzpatrick signing with the Washington football team. So, it was going to be interesting to see what the Washington football team did in free agency regarding quarterback because they don't have a solid number one going forward. They had Taylor Heineke, who had a good game in the playoffs but hasn't showed much else besides that one game. Um, and obviously they just let Dwayne Haskins go to the Steelers, so they needed a quarterback. And I think they found a 1 year rental in Ryan Fitzpatrick. If Taylor Heineke isn't as good as they thought, or they draft a late quarterback and that guy doesn't pan out, you're always gonna have Fitz there that could win you some games. Fitz did great work for the Dolphins these past few years, and I think it's nice that he was thinking of retiring and he gets one more shot as a starter, most likely for most of the year. Uh, and yeah, I mean Washington kind of needed a year bridge for their quarterback situation, and they got it here with Fitz on a 1 year, $10 million deal. Not terrible. Von Miller, staying in Denver, not surprising. Sidney Jones back with the Jaguars. It was a nice move by them. I think they got it for cheap. And yeah, you'll be hearing a lot about the Jags as we move on here today. They had a big day. Uh, a big breaking news was that the Patriots signed Hunter Henry. So it looks like they're going back to the two tight end offense when Brady was there with Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Um, Hunter Henry, Johnny Smith, it's going to be a deadly combo. It hurts because now both their fantasy value has dropped greatly. But yeah, I mean, that double tight end sets are going to look scary for defenses with two top 10, 15 tight ends in the league. They're both getting paid the third and fourth highest tight end contracts, but they're both, the talent's there. So I'm excited to see what the Patriots can do to expand it because we all know how good the Patriots can be and how they can, get everything out of every player. So the Bengals signed Chidobe Awuzie as a Cowboys fan. He's all right. He makes mistakes from time to time. Still a young corner. And yeah, I mean, the Bengals need cornerback help, so nice young option. See if he could turn into something special. The the Jaguars signed Chris Manhertz, a tight end. I heard that he is a solid blocking tight end, so you probably won't be seeing him run too many routes. Tyus Bowser resigns with the Ravens. That's not that surprising. The Jaguars are signing cornerback Shaquille Griffin to a 3 year, $45 million deal. Like I said, the Jaguars were thin at corner before today. Shaquille Griffin can be a nice cornerback for you. He's had some errors, but overall he's a solid cornerback, and he's still really young. And yeah, I mean I'm excited to see what he can do as a top cornerback for the Jaguars. Yeah, with Trevor Lawrence, the team's going to be interesting no matter what. So I'm excited for it. The Raiders are releasing center Rodney Hudson. I mean, he's still a top five, top 10 center in the league. It seems like the Raiders are completely redesigning slash revamping their offensive line. I think four of their starters last year, they had a nice O line. They had like one of the top ones in the league, I believe. Four of those players are gone and they replaced them. So it's going to be interesting if it's a good replacements or we'll see soon that they're bad replacements. Mike Hilton, the Bengals, solid cornerback. Uh, like I said, the Bengals and Jaguars, they're upgrading their secondary quite nicely. Brown signing McKinley, he's a solid pass rusher. Giants signed Leonard Williams to a 6 year, $63 million deal. That is a lot of money to give to Leonard Williams. Is it going to pan out? Most likely not. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Is he worth 21 million? Probably not. I mean, that's like DeMarcus Lawrence money as a Cowboys fan giving me flashbacks. But yeah, I mean, he had a really solid year last year. So let's see if he can keep that up. Giants signing John Ross, making him their third receiver. Going to be interesting to see if they still draft a receiver because at 11, Jalen Waddle will probably be there, and there are rumors about him. So yeah, going to be interesting. But John Ross, quick, speedy guy, nice flex option, and yeah, Giants have a solid, pretty much average to solid receiving core. Let's see, anything else? Adoree Jackson was released. That's surprising because the Titans cornerbacks, uh, you know, it's a very thin position for them right now. And yeah, I mean, that's surprising. I know it was probably for cap. I'm not 100% sure why they did it. It has to be my guess because he still is a talented corner. Um, I know he was hurt this year, but he still has the talent in him. And yeah, I was very surprised by that. Andy Dalton to the Bears. The Bears reportedly try to make a big push for Russell Wilson. And the Seahawks said that they were not ready to trade him, which I completely understand. If a top three quarterback hasn't requested a trade, you shouldn't try to trade him. And so the Bears went with a solid quarterback option in Andy Dalton. Nothing special, but nothing too bad. Should be a solid quarterback throughout the year for a team who is also trying to bridge the gap of finding their franchise quarterback. The Texans signed Tyrod Taylor. It's a backup plan for the Texans if they have to trade Watson. They have an all right quarterback to go to when the time is needed. The Jaguars are back and they're signing Marvin Jones. He's a solid wide receiver, going to be a nice pairing next to DJ Chark, and it'll be interesting to see if they draft another receiver or what they do there. The Saints have traded D-line Malcolm Brown to the Jags. Like I said, Jags are completely revamping their team, doing a lot in free agency. Jacoby Brissett signs as a backup in Miami. Janoris Jenkins signs with the Titans, so that's some cornerback help. Malcolm Brown, I was about to say Brogdon, we're not in the NBA, signs with the Dolphins as a backup. And Emmanuel Sanders, this is a big one, signs with the Bills. He will be replacing John Brown, who they released earlier this offseason. And yeah, I mean, that's a nice trio. They have Diggs, Beasley, and Sanders. I really like that. Pretty much just Sanders for Brown flip flop. Sanders had an all right year last year, so it'll be interesting to see if he can bounce back to the OG Emmanuel Sanders we all know. And is that really it? I mean, Terrence Marshall to the Texans. The Texans are really upgrading their team, even though it doesn't matter because Watson probably still wants out. William Jackson to the Washington football team. Solid corner, Washington. Their defense gets better and better. And yeah, I think that's really it, guys. Jamal Williams signing with the Lions. I didn't even know that. 2 years, $7.5 million. He's solid. You have DeAndre Swift, but all right. And then Michael Brockers to the Lions as well in a trade that it hasn't really been announced what they are getting in return. So you guys, that's really it. Just kind of listed off all the free agents, gave my reactions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.